Welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun Bowl, and home to the Utep Miners, and it's always a pleasure to come out this way, and we're certainly excited about the game we have in store. Today we have a big Conference USA showdown in store. As we'll see, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs taking on the Utep Miners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and we'll be underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Utep Miners offense will take the field first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Unloads quickly. He's loose. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Miners can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. It's a seam wide open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Might as well give it to him again. Quick spin on the ride. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utep!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. They are set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Louisiana Tech's offense will go to work for the first time. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
He's got it on the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bullock. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Wilson. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Locklear. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes a catch on the left. Running free. Touchdown, Utep. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Gandy. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Scanning the field, it's Bullock. Get it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Sweet cut there. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
To the air, it's Bullock. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Miners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Locklear. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. The give to the tailback. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Miners will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. He'll pull it down. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Back to pass, it's Bullock. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. third down. That was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, better look out! On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Wilson on the carry. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Miners come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They punted away on fourth down. No fair catches here, looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Back to throw, it's Bullock. Got his man quickly. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Wiggins. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like El Paso. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at one of the most picturesque settings in the game, Sun Bowl Stadium.
The Miners will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Trying to set the tone with the run. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
On the ground, it's Wiggins. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Looking to pass. It's Bullock. Rushes on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. A quick pass to the left. Past the 45. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Makes the grab. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. From the gun, running back on the move. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Got it in the middle. It's Gandy. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Caught at the 25. Open spaces. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Locklear. Fires to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The inside handoff. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Finding an escape route. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, that's 2 very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number 1, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in this game.
Looking downfield on first down. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Wants to throw. It's Locklear. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Miners will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Gandy. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running into the open space. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Looking downfield, it's Bullock. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Bulldogs started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll pull it on the read. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the...
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So an 82-yard drive there, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Locklear. The sure hands, it's Brown. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
The Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Odom. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
Love the play call in a 2-minute situation here in the fourth quarter. Out-breaking route so you can make the catch, hopefully get out of bounds, and save yourself clock.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air, it's Locklear. They're working that left side. Lots of running room. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. A shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So it's an 80-yard drive, and what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll run it from the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker, it's Jackson. The offense gets the timeout, 12 ticks left on the clock.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Bulldogs have a lot of options on second and inches. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Wants to keep it in the air. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good pickup on that one. They will stop him short of the line to gain, and now we'll see what they do on 4th down from the 17.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
Good right down the boulevard. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. Just a little off. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Locklear. Finds the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And the Miners get enough to move the chains.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
1st down here for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Off the RPO, complete. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.